I thought I would show you the other side of the golf course um, that you never see. Seeing I'm always in the garden. And it's like, oh, if you're gonna post, at least shoot something else. If I see that Dutchman curve just one more time, I'm gonna vomit. So this is it. this is uh, this is that's McCabe Park. All right. This is the driving range, I guess, next to the golf course. All right. And that is McCabe Park Community Center there. And this is when I want to relax and kind of be unto myself and not be hassled, not be bothered, and still enjoy the sights. Not the cars. This is why I'm always at the garden when in Nashville, you know. It is here. I can be left alone, and I leave people alone to live their lives, you know. But this gets me out of the pedal taverns and, you know, the lunacy of downtown Music City and the parties and the, you know, and gets me more into, what shall we say, like adulthood, like, you know, a place maybe where a 60-year-old man might be, you know, perhaps. It's like, you know, here, you know, a little bit more inconspicuous perhaps, and, you know, among the pedal taverns and party crowds of and the Uggs of downtown Nashville. I have a story to relate here. It goes back a ways, and far away actually. It was when I was living with my oldest sister in Pasadena, or in Altadena, California. And she lived very much like this, in this sort of community here, you know. I'm showing you the park here, and you can, you know, extrapolate what the houses look like here. All family, of course, and it's they are just, you know, one more beautiful than the next, you know, and it's all family. Um, and it's, you know, it's just for me, it's comfort and it's beauty, you know, and it's not, you know, city and you know, Hotel Indigo, okay. Anyway, so my sister was living in Altadena at the time, and she had this big, beautiful house on the corner, and I had just gone out there to see if I wanted to live in, you know, somewhere out in LA area, you know. Um, so I went out there and I stayed with her. She had an extra room that was currently unoccupied. Um, she had a daughter who occupied the other bedroom, and she and her husband had lived there and redone the place. They renovated the place. It was gorgeous, old home that they bought and purchased, and then just overhauled it, made it their own. you know, and in time filled it up with a niece and a nephew. Anyways, so I'm about 35, 30 years old, okay? And this is Altadena, just above Pasadena, California. You know, the Rose Bowl and the parade and all that, okay? And Pasadena sort of city. Altadena is all family homes and neighborhood, okay? So I'm staying with my sister, and I get home a little early to her house. Usually she's there, you know, with Kate, my niece by that time. And it's picked her up from school, and, you know, they're home. But I got to the house a little bit early, and, you know, after climbing that hill up to that house, and under the heat of the summer sun, I think it was, I was going inside. Well, no, I wasn't. Deb told me that the key, if I ever needed it, was on the back porch under the mat. So I, of course, checked there, and it's not there under the mat. And so I ring the bell, knock on the door. Now, mind you, this is a two-story house, and it is big, okay? So I don't know, you know, after a while, I don't know if they're hearing me or, you know, what is going on. If anybody's inside, okay? Now, picture, if you will, boys, I start going around the house. It's about 2:33 in the afternoon of this very exclusive, very, very family-oriented neighborhood. And I'm peering in the windows of this house on the corner. All right? So, of course, it never dawned on me, but because she's my sister, you know. Um, all of a sudden, I hear behind me, "Sir, can we help you?" I turn around, and there are two county sheriffs behind me. And I'm like, "Oh, yeah, no, it's no problem, officer. This is my sister's house, and you know, she said she'd leave me the key under the mat. It wasn't there, so I'm just seeing if anybody is in the home." They said, "Okay, do you have identification on you?" I'm not sure. Take out my identification, my driver's license from Pennsylvania. And they said, "Okay, you know, they run it. It's Pennsylvania. There's nothing there. I had just moved to California. Um, wasn't homeless then." Anyways, they hand it back to me. They say, "What are you doing? You know, lurking around this house? You know, it's like you look suspicious." I'm there. "No, it's all right. You know, it's my sister lives here. My brother-in-law. Perhaps you know them. They're you know, such and such a name," and like they're looking at one another, and then all of a sudden it dawns on me just how vulnerable I am here, you know. And I'm like, this is L.A. You know, this is L.A. time. This is sheriff time. This is, you know, we don't play games here. You know, this is not, you know, Mark Twain time here. This is like LA, you know? So they said, we kind of want to, and all of a sudden behind them, I hear, "Hi, Uncle Greg." And the two sheriffs turned around, and like an open door, like an opening door, there is my niece in a private school uniform, no taller than the belt buckles, the holsters on these sheriff's, belts. She's got a backpack that's practically bigger than she is. And all I did is exhale. It's like, oh. Sheriff said, "Do you know this guy?" "Sure, it's my Uncle Greg." I'm like, "Oh, thank you. You know, won't be in jail tonight. Trespassing or something." So they give me back my license, say, "Hey, please remember what neighborhood you're in, and you do not have ID here. That's at least California, man." I'm like, "Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes." This is McCabe Park. Outside of Nashville.